Day 55. Day 55. And wow, it really seems like, we're chipping away here and getting towards the end. But listen, you have 19 days. You have 19 days, okay? We'll keep going right up until the day of your scan, which will run, like I said, in the middle of the final week, the 10th week. Okay? So, you got 19 days. We can still make mega massive change. And hey, you know what? Here's the little extra challenge I'm adding in. And I know I mentioned this last week, but I want you to add in one extra resistance workout per week. Okay? One extra hour of resistance training per week over the next 19 days. Okay? You can do this, and it will make things that much more dramatic in terms of the amount of change that happens. Okay? That's my little extra challenge to you over these next 19 days. All right, listen. I know I've talked about fat burners, but I'm still getting questions. Is it a good idea for me to use a fat burner? Can I use a fat burner? Yes, you can use a fat burner, but listen, the bulk of your results are going to come from what? Your training and your eating. I mean, really, that's what it's going to come from, okay? Fat burner will make a difference. Yes, it does work well. And I'm going to tell you another reason why fat burner works well. When you start to institute things like fat burners into your program, you psychologically feel more. There's a greater motivational factor there for you to stick to everything. Okay, so honestly, that's really the power behind the fat burners. Yes, the fat burners do have clinically tested ingredients in there that actually do help to burn fat. They will make a difference. But the other thing that helps too is the fact that it will actually focus you more. Okay? Because you know that you're investing more into it. And you're taking these things every day, and so it keeps you more in tune with the challenge, right? It keeps you more focused. All right, so listen, is it a good idea to use fat burner? Sure. I don't want to say it's bad or good. It's just, is it necessary? Well, no, it's not necessary. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. If you want to use it, go ahead and use it. But if you're going to use one now, because using one the last 5 days is not really going to make that much of a difference. Okay. All right. Listen, if you're running and you have problems with your foot, your ankle, your knee, or your hip, then do not run. Okay? Do not run. Do something that's going to be zero impact. Elliptical, bike, stair mills, virtually, zero impact. Okay? Do those types of things. Do not run. Okay? Even if it's a small little nagging thing in your foot or your ankle, your knee or your hip, what's going to happen is because you're running and it's this stride over stride over stride over stride, thousands of strides, you will compensate for that. And that compensating effect will compound and it will lead to an injury. All right? So don't do that. Do something where there is no impact. Okay? Do a cardiovascular exercise. You can do anything, by the way, that will raise your heart rate to the heart rate goals that I set out for you, okay? You can do anything. Doesn't matter. All right. Listen, somebody they came in and, they had their fat scan and they said something really cool. They said to me, they said, listen, I'm really bummed the challenge is ending. And I said, why? I think maybe some of you are happy it's ending. I hope none of you are happy it's ending. But they said, every day is a challenge for them to get their macros the way that they're supposed to be. And she said, she really enjoys that and she's going to miss that. And I thought, wow, that's really cool. For me, or probably for many of you, that was just frustrating, right? You want things to be easier, not harder. But for her, it was cool. It was a puzzle. It was a game. It was something that she was, challenging herself to do, and she enjoyed that. And I thought that was such a cool perspective. So, and this leads me to my message of the day. All right? Message of the day. The world changes when we change our perspective. The world changes when we change our perspective. And this really hits home with me because it's so true. Honestly, how we see things is just how they are. How we see things is just how they are. Right? So choose to see things differently. And it really changes your world. All right, so I'm going to say it one more time. The world changes when we change our perspective. All right? So listen, let's make mega massive change. Make mega massive change. 19 days to go, okay? Follow the pillars, submit, commit, do everything you've got to do. Make mega massive change. See you guys.